So welcome to Mr. Gemberling's It's Learning page. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about my classes, where students can find information, and if you're helping your teenager, where you can also access the information for the classes. I've tried to set both classes up, which is my Algebra 2 class and my Geometry class, with a very similar format. So as I'm showing you something for, let's say for my Algebra 2 class, it's also going to be true for the Geometry class. So if I click on the Algebra 2 class, in the upper right corner here, you'll find the digital textbook and the online tools that we most frequently use, as well as the outlines for that day. If your teenager happens to be absent, if they click on the date, I do provide links to the activities so they're able to download those, or at least be able to open them up and complete the problems on their own paper. If, in terms of homework, you will find all the homework assignments listed here. I do provide links to download the assignments as well, and also links to upload them. In geometry, you'll find that the outline is, again, very similar. Now, in terms of the download, I do provide the copies of the assignments in the class, so the link is there for students who may be absent. For the upload for submitting assignments, I prefer the assignment to be submitted as in digital form, and it's both for Geometry and Algebra 2. I do like my students to keep their original assignments, and then I will assess the assignment that they turn in through It's Learning. Generally, these are the most current assignments. And if the assignment leaves here, then it will go down to the bottom left where it's called homework assignments already assigned. So in this assignment here, our content block, I do list all the assignments in order. So if students are looking for a particular assignment, they can find the link here, as well as how to upload it. I do have deadlines, as in I won't accept the assignment after a certain date. So, for example, this week, their first assignment's due on the 21st. So I will accept that assignment up through the 28th. And at that point, the assignment will no longer be accepted. I do understand that there are extenuating circumstances, and so just have your teenager reach out to me and talk to me about what's going on, or you could do the same as well, and we can work through those issues. In terms of lessons, you can find all the lessons here. I do everything in 2-week blocks, and then all the lessons are available through first 9 weeks. That's true for both classes. If you click on resources, and then first 9 weeks, you'll find the folders, and then all the lessons as well, or activities. With respect to course expectations, they are both located in the same place, which is right here. So if you click on that, I wrote them so that they look very similar to each other. So I talk about materials, responsibilities, guidelines in terms of what I'm expecting students to do while in class. Probably most importantly for both the classes are grading of homework and of assessments. And so homework assignments are worth 30% of their grade, and that's true in both Algebra 2 and Geometry. And that will be homework. It could be classroom activities if I collect them. That could be computer lab experiences or digital activities. Typically, homework assignments are between 10 and 20 points, depending on the class and the amount of time it might take to complete the assignment. Assessments are worth 70% of the grade. And assessments, not only do students have one opportunity, but I actually provide 2 opportunities for every assessment, and I always record the best grade. I do offer a third opportunity, but that would require a student to come in and spend some time with me so we can work through those problem areas, but I am open to a third opportunity if necessary, but it's always the best grade. In terms of the times that I'm available, I'm available for school every morning from 7:15 to 7:35. Advisory periods Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the students will need a pass to get out of their advisory to come to my room. Period 3A, I'm available. I don't have any students during that time, so if your teenager is a resource during that time, more than welcome to come to my room, with get a pass from me. I'm available after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Mondays and Wednesdays, we can make arrangements for those days as well. A lot of my meetings occur on Wednesdays, so just to be a matter of just touching base and seeing if I'm available, if Monday or Wednesday works better. In terms of activities, again, as I shared about the outline, all the information is provided. In terms of some consistency between all of my lessons, you will find, as you look at the lessons, that students will have some type of getting started problem each day. So for Algebra 2, the getting started problem could be an algebra review, and usually we're doing the algebra reviews as a prep for a later topic or that we're going to be covering in the Algebra 2 textbook. We do a lot of problems involving factoring especially. The review problems could be an SAT problem, because if your teenager's a junior, they're taking the SAT test in the spring, and so we want to make sure as we approach that test, the students have an opportunity to also work on SAT problems. For my geometry students, the activities, those getting started problems, you will find quite a few of them fall in usually three categories. An algebra review of some sort. I use those frequently. Sometimes I build in sketches as practice sketches as a getting started problem. So for example, in this midpoint activity, I built this so that students can practice midpoint, and the hint actually shows them how to do the problem step by step. So they have an opportunity to practice as often as they need to in preparation for a test. And sometimes the sketches are review sketches, such as this one here. And sometimes the sketches are actual constructions. Sometimes they're in its learning, sometimes maybe through GeoGebra. So the sketch actually is active, and so students we'll go through the activity together. Sometimes I usually provide some instructions with it, so the students not in class, they can at least try to work through the construction. So those are kind of the getting started problems that I quite often provide students. If a student wants to contact me, the best way to contact me is using the messaging system through It's Learning, because my It's Learning page is open all day long. I do check email, but it's usually twice a day. And so for parents, that would be the best way to contact me. I usually look at email in the morning and after school. So those are probably the two best ways to contact me. With It's Learning, I generally have students who will contact me, ask questions about homework, or if they come in and get help. And that's a really great way of messaging me, and I can get back as quickly as possible to see whether or not a time is available that day to meet with your teenager. If you have any questions, please reach out. Otherwise, I hope that I provided you a good overview of the course and how It's Learning is an important part of that.